Thank you very much, Vice President Tsai, for your very warm words of welcome, for your message from President Wu. I'm sorry that he has COVID. Please send him our best regards. We will be talking with him virtually later, but thank him for initiating this meeting, and thank you for your warm welcome. It's an honor to join you, Mr. Vice President, as well as your distinguished members of your leadership here. Thank you so much for your presence and your kind welcome. I accept all the kind words that you said about me on behalf of the Congress of the United States, because all of that was done in a very strong bipartisan way in support of Taiwan. When you say that I'm a good friend of Taiwan, I take that as a great compliment, but I receive it on behalf of my colleagues. You acknowledged you mentioned them at the beginning, but I'm very proud of the distinguished party that has come with us. They remind me of translation.
首先，非常感谢蔡副院长刚才热情的欢迎。那我们也能够了解由院长由于这个确诊的关系，今天没有办法亲自出席和我们见面。我们希望他早日康复。那也希望等会有机会的时候，可以用这个视讯的方式和他一起交流。Ma'am, sorry, because the mic wasn't working, they gave me a new one. 那非常感谢这个蔡副院长刚才热忱的欢迎，我们非常荣幸能够和我的同事以及委员一起来到这里，也感谢您刚才的溢美之词，尤其包括对于美国国会的这个许多的赞美，即使许多对于美国对于台湾的支持都是跨党派两党的全力大力的支持。刚才您说到我是这个台湾的朋友，我觉得这个对我来说是一个很大的赞美，但是其实我是代表我所有的同事一起接受这项殊荣。
On our visits on congressional delegations, we have three purposes. One is security for our people, global security. Two is economics, to spread as much prosperity as possible. And three is governance. And I'll talk about the three of them after the translation.
当我们的国会议员到海外出访的时候，我们通常都有3个目的。第一个就是安全，包括在美国的人民以及全世界人民的安全。第二项是经济，我们希望能够将繁荣拓及到全世界各地。第3项则是关于治理。
Mr. Vice President, so many of the legislation and other initiatives that you mentioned were possible because of my members of this delegation. The chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee in the House, Gregory Meeks, has been an ardent leader in terms of these human rights initiatives across the world, but in particular the ones that you mentioned. So again, our purpose are the three purposes I said, but in doing so, we want to increase interparliamentary cooperation and dialogue. And we do so at a time when our president has put forth an Asian Pacific initiative, which we support, and we want to be specific in terms of how we work with Taiwan in that regard.
副院长，您刚才特别提到了这个美国通过了许多支持人权的法案，那这个其实背后有许多是今天我们在座的同事一同来协助我们来完成以及促成的，包括我们的众院外委会的主席 Mix， 他就是在这个人权方面倡导的领袖，不论是在美国或者是在全世界，那尤其是在刚才您所提到的好几条法案当中，背后都有他的这个推动的力量。那另外我们的这个许多的这个人权的相关的法案也是有跨党派的，那我们希望未来我们的国会之间能够有更多的互相的往来以及交流。那这个也正是我们的拜登总统他提出了关于这个印太的相关的战略之后，我们也大力支持的一些具体的行动。
And acknowledging Chairman Meeks's leadership in regard to so many of the initiatives you mentioned, I'm sure we'll have some discussion about that, and you'll hear directly from him. We come in friendship to Taiwan. we come in peace for the region, and our chair of the Veterans Affairs Committee, Mr. Takano, representing our veterans, understanding the value of peace and the avoidance of conflict. I'm sure that he will speak to us about that, but I want to salute him for his protection of our veterans, not just our veterans, but the veterans of all countries engaged in war. We talked about economy.
I will do the translation first. Sorry, thank you. 刚才我们提到我们外委会 Mix 主席，他对于这个人权的法案在背后有许多的着力以及大力的倡议。那这个呢，他所做的这一切也反映了我们对于台湾的友谊以及对于和平的支持。那另外呢，今天在座的还有我们退伍军人委员会的主席 Takano， 他也是深刻的了解这个和平以及避免冲突的这个价值在世界各地。